Hello there, YouTube. Welcome back to Topia Reconfigured, Season 3. I'm Kaeden. Lovely to meet you. And we're gonna dive right into it when it's not nighttime outside. Hang on. Our most recent goal has been to get more aluminum. And this is as much as I've gotten. I need a lot more than that, like 10 times that amount. Wait, no more than that, isn't it? Ooh. I need like 4 shulker boxes full. We have been tasked with doing an aeronautics project, meaning we're supposed to build some sort of like an obstacle course that we're gonna fly through in our immersive aircraft that we have on the modded server. And I really want to build a special building, a specific, almost like part museum, part launching complex for the whole thing. It's gonna look absolutely amazing. And as you know, one of the primary components of aircraft in the real world is aluminum, so I really wanted to tie that sort of material into the build that I'm doing. But whoo, is it hard to get aluminum around here. I did set up a little something in the shopping district to see if other Topians can help us out. Let's see how we did. To the shopping district, let's go to the shopping district. Past the scary nether fortress. You've got an elytra on, jeez. We also went to the end, so I actually have one. I just don't use it because I can fly around my base and it's safer to wear all this armor. This modded Minecraft is scary. I don't want to be without my armor, and we really need to do something about this tunnel. It's ugly. Welcome to the shopping district. Let's see if anyone has contributed to our aluminum fund. Go fund thee. Leave a stack of aluminum, take 1 diamond. Can do this as many times as you like. Here we go. Oh. Ah! Wow, they're even turned into ingots? Wow. Whoever that was, thank you so much. We're gonna leave that here for now because we got bigger plans because, unlike all of my complaining last episode, I figured out a way to get large amounts of aluminum. Theoretically, I think. Maybe. But it's gonna require us to go through the tech tree of immersive engineering. That might take some time. If you've seen any of my previous immersive engineering work on this channel, you would know that it requires lots and lots of a substance called steel. And steel is not the easiest thing to make, if we're being honest. The fastest way to make steel is using this, the improved blast furnace, using the coal coke that you get from these guys, the coke ovens, and I have 2 of them because this process is unbelievably slow, like unbelievably slow. Pop it all in here and we power it from the back. That's why I've got a little shelf back there in this power system that's currently not connected to anything because like we moved it because we didn't need it anymore. I thought we had enough steel, but apparently I was wrong. And it eventually pops out here. So we're gonna need a whole bunch of steel. This is going to be one heck of a project. But fortunately, the first step is completed as we did build our nuclear reactor down here in the middle of our base, so power should no longer be an issue. So first things first, we need a place to store all of this power. Immersive engineering comes in 3 tiers of power, L, M, and H, which I assume is light, medium, and heavy. That makes sense, right? Up until now, we've really only been using this version, the LV, the light voltage version. We haven't really needed anything more. But now we're gonna have to be expanding to accommodate all of the power produced by a nuclear reactor and storing it and transferring it around my base. So we're gonna need to upgrade all the way to some HV power. It's gonna take a little bit of doing. But we have our engineer's manual. Step 1, we're going to need a bottling machine. That's this bad boy right here. We have our little requirements list. 2 iron sheet metal, 1 redstone engineering block, 2 light engineering blocks, 3 steel scaffoldings, 3 conveyor belts, and 1 fluid pump. Easy, right? Maybe? Let's start by getting mixing. 1 of these and 1 of these. No? Not that? What am I doing wrong? Oh, I need the grit versions. Oh, how do I get that? Gonna smash these things up first, you ready? Here we go. Yes, smash more. Yes, then we'll do this one. Yes, we broke the whole thing, wow. Now we can put 1 of those in there and 1 of those. Yep. And it gave us this good stuff, Constantin Grit. That's the only thing we want coming out of this. Now let's toss in the rest because we're gonna need more. There it goes. Perfect. This is one of the building blocks we're gonna need for our accumulators, so we're gonna need a lot of this stuff. Cook these up into some actual ingots. All right, got this bad boy back up and working, the improved blast furnace with its 2 preheaters, keeping this thing pumping. The steel is flowing. Clear out a little room. And now we just kind of follow the instructions here. It's like playing memory when you were a little kid. You got to turn over the cards and remember like where they were. Yeah, it uses that same skill set. This is harder than anticipated. I think it went like this and this. Conveyor belts on this side, I think. And that's it. Hey, it did it. All right, we got our bottling machine. Perfect. Where do you hook up? Oh, there's the power source right there. Boop. All right, we got her all powered up. How's this thing work? We need to make these HOP graphite plates, which means in the bottling machine with a metal press mold. We got one of those, some graphite dust, and some creosote oil. We got all that stuff. How do we get the dust? We're gonna need another machine, aren't we? Yeah, I think we are. We're gonna have to need it further down the line anyway. Might as well build it now. Come on, industrial squeezer. Just color by numbers. And boop. Beautiful. Where do you power this thing from? Power? Power? Ah, up here. That to there, that over to there, and that over to here. All right, now we all powered up. Need to power on our crushing wheels to get some of this coal coke crushed down. Oop, what have I done? Oop, I've done something. All right, I think it's this. Hold up. There we go, we're good. I think if we just plop this in. Yes, we get coke dust, perfect. Just throw a few more of these in there, you know, no big. Now we just drop this in. Oh, wait, what's it doing? Hold up. I don't know what it's doing. That was scary. I gotta make sure this is in here. Wait. So yeah, I just put the coke dust in and it turns into that. Okay, I think we're okay. Wow, that's a lot of power fall off. Well, I mean, it's working. But taking these guys over here to the bottler, I don't know how to use this. It doesn't seem to have an interface. Do I just put this somewhere? Hello? Do I just throw it on? No? Wait, do I put it here? No, I don't know what to do. So if I pop a hopper there, that should send things across the conveyor belt, but I'm still a bit unsure of how I'm supposed to get both the graphite dust and the metal press on. No? Doesn't like that. I don't mean to disparage mods and the work that people do, but this is frankly unintelligible. Okay, I found something in the guidebook that is not specific to what I'm doing, but it seems to also use the molds. Duraplast items are created by filling molds. Okay, how do you insert them into the machine? It does not say how actually to put these plates and molds into the machine. Oh gosh, you're killing me. I can find no information about how to insert two things at once into this bottling machine. Like, zero information. It does not seem to be possible anywhere except for right here in this recipe. I can't figure out how to do it. Okay, well, in the most unintuitive way ever, literally by throwing it at things, you throw them on the conveyor, then you throw this on, it grabs one, pulls it through, and leaves the rest there and pops them off the end. This may be the most unintuitive machine I have ever seen. Who designed this? We figured it out, no thanks to the internet. Like, genuinely, there is no explanation of this functionality. I just kept trying and guessed. I've been standing here for like 2 hours, just so you know. You're welcome. And what do I even need these for? I need these for my large capacity accumulators. That's what I need them for. Ah! All right, we got a pair of HV accumulators, the big boys. These are the ones that are gonna hold a ton of power. Finally being able to harness our reactor. To transfer that power, we're gonna take some of this byproduct of our blast furnace here, this slag, and cook it up into some slag glass. You know how you see the glass insulators on like power lines outside, the little glass like disc looking things that hold the lines up? Yeah, that's basically what we're making. Just, you know, in Minecraft. 8 should be enough for now. We're also gonna want some connectors. Perfect. And finally, some wire. Okay, hang on. All right, that's some high voltage all wired up here to our pair of HV accumulators. Finally, we're gonna be able to store the power that this puppy puts out. Let's turn it on. She is all fueled up with uranium. Let's see what happens. On she goes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these things are filling up. Look at that. See, the tiny little accumulators I've been using up until now only carry about 100,000 FE. These are like millions of FE. I'm gonna let these ones fill up, 4 million apiece. Let the reactor itself fill up its internal buffer. That's gonna be a grand total of like 4, 8, 11.5 million FE. We'll be all right for a few minutes at least. But we need this much power to go into our next phase. After all, the whole point of all this was to get the bauxite/aluminum, right? This is the kind of power we need to do it. Man, it's ugly down here. I need to come up with a plan to make this better. All right, the accumulators are full. Now the reactor's filling up. To fill all of that up, only used 2% of our fuel. Turn this thing off. Sweetness. Now we got 11 million FE to play with. Now that we have the power infrastructure we're looking for, it's time to do some surveys. Mineral survey tools. This is our key to getting tons and tons of aluminum. Because what I can now do is make my way around this cave, and we're looking for a very specific kind of mineral deposits. Immersive engineering allows mineral deposits to be inaccessible other than doing it in this fashion. So we just start here. There are traces of galena here. Now there's a specific one that we need in the book. This is the one that we just saw, galena. This will give us deep slate lead ore, deep slate silver, deep slate gold, and sulfur dust. It's fantastic, not what we're looking for though. Laterite is the one that we need with the deep slate bauxite ore. So we gotta find ourselves a laterite deposit. I actually have no idea if there's like a method to this or like how this works. The galena to the northeast. Yeah, that's that way. Okay, so that's the same deposit we just saw. Let's come over here. Pentlandite here. No. Still not what we're looking for. We got igneous rock. Still not what we're looking for, though. Lazulitic intrusion. Nope. Come on, there's gotta be something. Laterite. That's the one we need, right? Laterite. Wait. Right down our mining tunnel. Hold up. We need laterite. Yes, laterite, like right here. Hold up. Laterite towards the west. West. So let's go like here. Laterite vein, 17 steps to the southwest. Okay, hold up. Southwest. Okay, wait, it says to go west. So it says there's a laterite vein like right here. This is where we need to dig. Right there. We're kind of a long ways from everything. But this is definitely the spot. We can get power over here. Wait, we got this. Just get ourselves some aluminum posts, some relays, some wire, connectors, yes. Watch this, we can come from underneath here, give ourselves a little connection, power output. I'm not quite sure what the maximum range is for these HV things. Let's just like put one all the way over here and see if it connects, maybe? And we're just gonna go like way down here and put one on top. And then come way down here. I mean, that should work, right? All the way up to our connection there. Perfect. The next monstrosity we're gonna need is the excavator, and oh my gosh, it's gonna take a lot of steel. Oh dear. More steel production, yeah. 9 blocks of steel, really? Jeez. I believe we are ready to rock and roll. I think that's done it. Just gotta whack it with a hammer now. And boop. Oh, it worked. Diggy hole achievement, love it. Now here are the 3 power terminals. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put 1, 2, 3 on here. 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna wire all of those up to this relay. I think. Wait, we're gonna put a chest here. Yep, that's where all the materials will be output. Here's a redstone control so we can turn it on and off. And yeah, I actually think it's ready. I have no reason to think it's not. So let's try to hook it up. Oh, there's a bit of a distance, hang on. I mean, it connected. One more, like that. Okay, it's full of power. All right, the moment of truth. On. Please? Why no working? Oh, wait, it looks like the wheel has not formed properly. Oh, wait, I think the base is shifted off. Yeah, hang on. What if I do this? No? That's definitely the wheel. Something's wrong with the wheel in the middle. I hate to lose all this power, but it might be simpler for me to just break one of these, put it back, and then hit it again. No. Wait, what was this? Oh no. Let's try it one more time. Aha! It's running. Okay, okay, okay. Hey, we're getting bauxite. Yes! It is rapidly running out of power. Wait, we're not sending enough power. Uh-oh. We need more power, Captain. Where are we missing a connection here? Hang on. Oh, this needs to be set to an output. Hang on. Input, output. Woo! That thing takes power. Jeez! We're gonna have to turn on the reactor core to power this thing. We just tore through 11 million FE in like seconds. Holy moly. All right, so cool. Let's go see what's happening now. Okay, this thing's fully charged. We're making enough power with the reactor running. Goodness gracious. And look at all the ore we've already gotten. Yes! Oh, this is great. Come here, bauxite. All right, we are making progress. This is the way to do it. This is how you get minerals. We've already got a Bertha. I'm not sure what to call this one. Get in the comments, everyone. We need to name our excavator something. It can't be Bertha. Not Bertha. No one will ever replace you, Bertha. Don't you worry. So at the rate we're currently gathering stuff, that was half a stack of deep slate bauxite ore gave us a little more than a stack of raw bauxite. So that's at a rate of about 2 to 1. So if I need 4 shulker boxes of bauxite to turn into aluminum, I think that just means I need 2 shulker boxes of that deep slate bauxite ore. We'll be there in no time. Good job, buddy. Good job. Look, I've already got 18 more, like in the time I've been talking to you. So while this thing wraps up, let's get together all the rest of what we're gonna need. We're gonna need 34 stacks of glass. We got this. Also need about 2 shulker boxes of andesite. How much of that we got? Less than anticipated. Oh, Bertha, we need you. Whew. I think we've done it. I have everything I need in all of these shulker boxes, I think. I have everything I need to make myself a little flying contraption with our tablet of flying, I think. It's the closest we're gonna get to ever being ready. Let's go build. So I'm gonna try to record a time lapse of this, but Flashback Mod does not seem to like our airplane mod very much. I've been in touch with the developers of Immersive Aircraft, Flashback, and the Sinitra connector thingy for fabric mods on NeoForge. Several of them have said they tried to fix it. It has not been fixed. So I'm gonna do my best. Good luck to all of us. Whew. So as ever, I've made myself a really cool place to parkour. It's kind of what I do. Every build that I make is a great parkour course. Here's the problem, see? In my initial calculations, it seemed like every building block that required aluminum was at like a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning that it would take like 4 ingots to make 4 of like these things. That's 1-to-1, one for each one. I did not anticipate that it takes 6 of these in typical stair fashion to make one of the stairs on the outside, these bad boys here. So I may have underproduced. So the top, like, 2 layers of this thing are missing. But it looks cool, doesn't it? Picture it with me now, picture it with me. There's gonna be a big nether portal over here, another aluminum top. Oh, that roof looks so cool. Another aluminum topped, like, porte-cochere kind of a thing. Sort of an entryway, walking up, some potted plants, maybe a valet service, you know. Leading you to this area. This is the main floor of our Aeronautics Center / museum. We're gonna have displays for each of the available flying contraptions we've got on the server. And then popping out the back here, this is going to go to our runway. The runway will be here and have the starting line and jump you straight down into that valley there because the mountain, the redstone caves, and all the other stuff we were looking for in our aeronautics course, yep, it's right over there, right out the back of this bad boy over here. Oh, it looks so cool behind the cherry trees. I love this. Yeah, this is a good spot. I struggled for a while on where to put this. This was definitely the right spot. But we're short a few materials. I'm gonna go grab those and then we'll finish this thing up. All right, another couple of hours of work in. Here's what we got so far. Ta-da! Oh, we have our first customers. Hello, welcome in. Nice to see you, lovely. Hello, hi, nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Obviously, there's a lot to still do. Wow, that's literally in my face. But we've got our nether portal set up, linked in the nether. This is our magnificent entryway. Look at all this aluminum and glass and fun I don't even know what these are. What are these? Redstone illuminators. Yeah, they required sea lanterns. I had to go get some. But we are still getting there. It is not done, but this place is already looking amazing. And inside, what? Look at this. All the display areas for each of the kinds of ships. A little bit of leftover building material, ignore that. This place is nuts. I'm an absolutely huge fan of what we've accomplished here. You can even see where we're gonna be hanging one of the biplanes up there. I've already got the chains in place. This vision is absolutely coming together. It's looking amazing and on an unbelievable scale. This may be the biggest thing I've ever built. Maybe? The commune in its totality may have been bigger, but I think this is the single biggest, like, solitary structure I've ever worked on. And it even has a nice little reception desk. Maybe we'll get a villager and pop them in there, maybe. Anyway, that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you so much for joining us here on Topia Reconfigured Season 3. I'll see you all in the next one as we're gonna do the landscaping outside and get everything done inside and everything ready for our aeronautics course. Yay! Once again, I'm Kaeden. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.